Good, Birch.
What in the world is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode number 7 of the Wax Stick Podcast. I'm joined with my usual co-host this week, Alec and Burge. How is it going?
Hey, we're chilling. We're glad to be back. Talk with the boys about current events in the Middle East.
Oh boy.
Yeah, ready to go.
We will not be discussing the 14 bunker busters.
I
We're
do
going to be
have
talking
one
politics, religion,
election cycles, polling,
Environmental
civil
issues,
rights,
racism.
Should we have said that in the first minute? Are we gonna get
homophobia.
Blacker?
Oh, we're gone forever.
What is it? Shadow banned?
We'll
Banned.
just be on. We'll get pushed to all the like super hardcore right wing people. So just get a new audience.
Would you?
Be on the Rogan algorithm?
Yeah, it's like, what if you really did blow up, but it's just all racists and homophobes? Like, I don't know how I would feel about that. Like, you're pulling in millions, but like the comment section is just a cesspool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that would
about
be
that.
tough for sure. I don't know how I would. I don't know how I would do with that.
I'd like it.
You walk outside of your work, you just get a can of red paint thrown on you.
Blood thrown on you.
Because apparently we're like animal killers. I mean, never mind.
Well, we're killing the
What?
environment. That's for sure.
That's where we draw the line. Fair. So what's new with y'all this week? What's the vibe?
Well, there's no freaking hockey anymore.
My God.
So I
That's
don't
true.
know what to do
No
with my
hockey.
entire life. Like, what even else is there in the world?
Baseball. Baseball.
Yeah, I have to watch baseball now.
Baseball.
Go Yankees, Cardinals, Tigers.
Cardinals going for a little sweepy on the Cubs.
That'd
I
be
just
nice
can't
for the
keep
Brewers
track.
and the Cardinals.
There's so many games. Like, hockey has 82 games, and I'm like, that's so many games. Holy cow. And then, like, baseball's like, what if we doubled it?
Really, just the best
Give it
way.
to the next person.
I think the best way is just to get the updates on your phone. And I'm like, oh, nice, they won. Like, I can't sit there and watch.
Yeah, I
162
watch baseball
games.
as like a yesterday sport. Like, I keep up with the games like once I just watch the highlights when they're done, but like I can't actively be like, all right, it's 0-0 in the bottom of the 7th. What's gonna happen?
That's the thing, though, is I love that there's a game like every day, and I can
Yeah,
watch it every day.
Yeah.
And when there's not a game, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. It almost like you're almost spoiled because then like whenever I look and there's not a game, I'm like, what are they even doing? What are they on a plane?
Brewers
or something?
have. So, the game got canceled against the Cubs last week, and the Cubs they didn't want to do a doubleheader the next day, so they rescheduled it for August because they had a concert going on later
Those are
that
pussies.
night. Yeah, they were scared of Jacob Mizrahi, is what it was. But
Honestly, my hot take that I've heard other people have before is like every baseball stadium should have a retractable roof or some way to block the rain. Because, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, if you're playing that many games, you can't afford to just be like, well, it's raining. We can't play.
Bro, that literally happened to me one time. Like, I'm not fucking kidding you. As we're pulling into St. Louis, and oh, you can see the arch. The game got canceled.
Dude,
Like,
yeah, like,
bro.
and you have people traveling from, yeah, that sucks, man.
But what happened was, since the game got canceled, the game got rescheduled for August, and now the Brewers have to play 19 games in 18 days in August.
Good lord.
19
So is
games
that-
in 18 days.
Are any of them
How many
double
rest
headers?
days?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
some
one
of them-
doubleheader, but 18
So no
straight
rest
days
days.
with a game.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Alec on one hand is like, oh, player safety and player health. on the other hand, he's like
No, I
18.
I'm
bro.
excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but I could easily see us just like slumping or something. Our
Yeah.
bullpen getting used up if
or
a starter gets shelled or something.
Right. Yeah, especially if like your starters like the first 3 games just like get destroyed, like it just sets you up for a terrible stretch.
Mm-hmm.
or you get really hot.
But we'll see. Yeah,
True.
Could
Could
get hot.
go either way, honestly.
Could get hot.
Well, I'll jump right into my star of the week this week because I'm probably going to talk about it for a long time. But my star of the week is like, it's this guy. His name's Big C's. You guys probably aren't familiar with Big C's. He's a Florida Panthers super fan. And I could like describe him to you, but I feel like it's just better if I show you a video, which is my favorite
Mhm.
video that represents Big C's as just a person, you know. Here,
Okay.
let me pull it up on the screen here.
Big video guy over here.
Okay.
So this is Big C's at the club after the Panthers won, and they like pulled him out onto the stage or whatever, and they're giving him champagne. Notably, if you're an audio listener, Big C's in a wheelchair, like a motorized wheelchair. He's an absolute legend. He's like the Panthers hype man essentially, but this is a video of him just partying. And Kachuk's pouring champagne on him, and they got the cup.
They're
and they're holding it.
waterboarding him.
Yeah, it's a little excessive with the champagne, but they've been partying for like 3 days straight at this point. I mean, how do you not love Big C's?
That is pretty cool.
He's like,
It's
he's
pretty
like, he's not, I mean, I hate to call him the mascot, but like everybody loves Big C's.
Yeah, we all know what the comp is to a high school basketball team.
I mean, they pulled him out in the parade. Like, this is him at the parade. They pulled him out of the crowd because Kachuk saw him in the crowd and was like, no, pull the barricade down. And the cops, like, opened the barricade so he could join the parade with them. And the whole crowd goes crazy. And I listen to the Spittin' Chicklets podcast every week. And, like, one of the co-hosts is Biz, if you guys know who Paul Bizinet is, and he's a huge Leafs fan, and so after the Panthers beat the Leafs, they, like, their producer was like, hey, Biz, we have a surprise for you, and then Big C just came on and was like, busy boy, and they just chirp back and forth at each other and stuff. Like, it's so funny to me. But, so he's my star of the week.
We love Big C's.
The Panthers in general are just, I mean, I you know, as you guys know, I'm not a Panthers fan. I hate them. They beat the Rangers last year in the Eastern Conference Final. There's lots of reasons to
Big
not like
Panthers
the
fan.
Panthers. That being said, I got to give credit where credit is due. They're by far the best team on the planet. They made everyone they played against look like absolute dog shit. It's the second year in a row they've won the cup, obviously, but just some stats to like put it into perspective, like how ridiculous they are. They beat the same team they beat last year 1 game faster, so they won in 6 games against the Oilers instead of 7. So there's like a stat in hockey, like plus minus. I'm sure you guys know what plus minus means, but there's like a team stat for it as well. So as a team, the Panthers in the playoffs were plus 39. They had 6 players on the team with over 20 points, which is like goal or assist as a point. They scored 94 goals, which is the most in the playoffs since 1991, when Mario Lemieux was on the Penguins with like Yager and all these other like Hall of Fame players. Kachuk, not their captain, but like basically like the life and blood, you know, heart and soul of their team. He's like one of their best players, if not their best player, was playing through a hernia and torn adductor muscle. which for anyone that
Oh,
doesn't know what your adductor is,
skating.
it's essentially
Ooh.
how like the muscle that you use to like spread your leg. Like if you like open
Mhm.
your legs,
Ah.
it's that muscle. Like not your groin, but like behind it, like connects your
Oh,
quad to
oh
your
goodness
pelvis.
gracious.
He described it as tore it off the bone.
Ah,
What?
Yeah. And so he came back, like he played like through the start of playoffs with that and came back and got better and better as the series came on, and talked about like gave credit to their medical staff for like helping him get through it and stuff. But I heard that and I was like, what the hell? Keep in mind this is the same player that it was either last year or 2 years ago it came out after the playoffs that he was playing through a broken sternum.
yeah.
That's nuts.
Like, so I mean, just like the definition of grit and toughness and like put it all on the line for the team and everything. But even through that, he had like crazy awesome quotes after the game, basically taking shots at the Oilers. Like even after the series is over, he had a quote that said like something along the lines of like, yeah, we won because we play as a team. It's a team game. We're not just a group of individuals out there. And then they asked him about Connor McDavid, and he basically said, yeah, McDavid's a really great player. He's going to win a cup for sure wherever it is.
Jeez.
Which, like, Oilers, to an Oilers fan, like, oh, like, that's gotta fucking hurt. Like, McDavid's contract, he's eligible to re-sign this year, but if they don't re-sign him, he could become a free agent after next year, after next season. Which, if the Oilers lose McDavid, it'll be a huge deal, a tragedy. I mean, wherever he goes, it'll be huge drama. Sam
What if he goes to the
Bennett,
Panthers?
I'll cry. I'll never watch hockey again, honestly.
What if he did go to the Panthers?
He's not gonna.
What if he did?
He's not gonna
Just
go
what
to
if
the
he might?
Panthers. There's no way.
He
He's
could.
gonna go to the
He could.
Rangers, guys. He wants to play in the bright lights. Come on.
Yeah.
He wants to go to Manhattan.
So Rangers have a lot of proven success in the.
Moving on.
Mhm.
Sam Bennett, the Conn Smythe winner, he's like an absolute psycho, barely says anything. There was a clip of him at the like after party or whatever, and he's one of the 3 players, like big notable Panthers, that's a free agent after this year, so he could go wherever and he could get a big bag. He just won the Conn Smythe Trophy, which is the playoff MVP, and there's a video of him like, he's like, I just got one thing to say, and they're in the club and everybody gets quiet and he goes, I'm not fucking leaving. He did the Wolf of Wall Street thing. That was hilarious. So yeah, just all the praise to the Panthers pretty much. Another cool thing, like when I was watching them, I obviously watched them win the cup. There's a whole ceremony after. Normally, like, it's a big deal. Like, the captain lifts the cup first. It's just, the captain goes up to the commissioner, shakes his hand, the commissioner hands the captain the cup, no matter what. But it's always a big deal on who the captain hands the cup to first after they skate around with it. It's always like, people always talk about who's he going to hand it to or who's going to get it first or whatever. And so, like, you're probably thinking Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Bennett, maybe Bobrovsky, their goalie. There's like people that bet on this shit. Like, it's a big deal. And they did like a really classy thing. I thought I was really surprised. Like, so Barkov gets it. He skated right up to the whole team and lifted it in the group of like the whole team, and they all touched it at the same time and all celebrated. And then Barkov did his lap, which is unusual. I mean, usually it's a, you don't get the celebration with the team like soccer style or whatever. But then the first guy he handed it to was Nate Schmidt, defenseman. And I was like, oh, wow, Nate Schmidt, that's fucking weird. Why would they hand it to him? And then the next guy was like another guy that I was like, that's weird. And on the broadcast, they said Nate Schmidt, they handed Nate Schmidt, it's his first time he's ever won the cup. So, like, the Panthers won the cup last year. So, like, Tkachuk and Bennett and all those guys, they've already hoisted it. So, what Barkov did is they handed it to every guy that didn't get to lift it last year first. So it went to Schmidt, it went to
Sick.
Seth Jones, it went to Marchand, all the guys that didn't, they weren't there last year, so it's either their first cup or their first cup in years. And so it was kind of cool. Like even the third string goalie lifted the cup before like Kachuk and Bennett and Reinhardt and all those guys. So like I don't know, it just kind of is like a microcosm of like how much they are like a team oriented like culture, and their team in general is just so close together. And like it was weird to see, but I thought it was a really cool gesture from like the rest of the Panthers players to be like, yeah, like it's like unselfish, like yeah, whatever, I'll skate around with it eventually, like you guys that haven't gotten the opportunity should first. So I thought that was cool.
Sick.
That being said, fuck the Panthers, I hate them. I hope they lose next year.
I don't
think they're gonna win, but I hope they lose. So
I don't
that's
know, I
my
think we
star
have
of the
Probably
week.
three-peat.
It's my extremely long star of the week. Big C's. Shout out.
I think we have
Yeah.
a Panthers
Good
super
pick.
fan over here.
I mean,
That's
clearly.
that's what I'm hearing.
I
That's
hate
what
'em.
I'm hearing.
I hope Bennett signs for $12 million and then never scores a goal again. And they can't afford to sign Marchand or Ekblad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they don't win again next year, but I don't see how another team beats them. It's like so frustrating. They have no state tax and they just pay guys like $4 and they're like, I love it here. The beach is great. It's like, fuck me. I hate them. I hate them so
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how destination cities, it's just easier. Like, but I mean,
it's like, hey, would you rather play in Winnipeg or Minnesota or Sunrise, Florida?
hey, Oklahoma
go to
City
Sunrise,
just
Florida.
won a championship, and that's probably the least attractive place to live in the United States.
I heard something about they have a crazy amount of draft picks this year. They have like a bunch of first and second round draft picks. I was like, what?
They do.
How the fuck? Like usually
They're
any
going to be good
team
for a long time.
that like wins the championship, they have to like dump all their picks to get some guy at the deadline or
Yeah.
something. And like,
Yeah, no, Oklahoma City, they
That's
just did all
crazy.
trades.
that's crazy.
No free agents. It's crazy.
But I don't know the NBA. I don't know
That being
that
said,
much.
I don't think they should have won it if Halliburton didn't
The
fucking tear his
ACL thing
Achilles
is
heel.
brutal, dude. I saw his post on Instagram or whatever. That shit was brutal to see.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
sad
actually
I
kind of
can't-
wild. Like basketball, the main injury, the big scary used to be the ACL, and it's not that anymore. It's the Achilles.
Hmm.
Like I don't vax. Like I don't know. Like something changed in the
I
water.
think it's because they wear number 0.
Ooh,
You think Lonzo?
Did you see
Ball
that?
started?
Tatum's number 0, Achilles. Halliburton, number 0, Achilles. Damian Lillard, number 0, Achilles.
0. What about Aaron
Coincidence?
Rodgers?
Well, I feel like when I think of
Number
an
0.
Achilles injury, the first thing the first one that I remember was like Kobe, when Kobe shot that free throw
Yeah.
or whatever with a fucking torn Achilles. Like
Hmm.
Yeah.
that's brutal. And
And
he's
he
like
was-
fucking on the bench, like fucking grabbing his heel and shit, like trying to
Yeah.
like put it back or something.
Yeah, that dog,
It's
he would
crazy.
keep on going. He'd keep on going.
But yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, like it's probably just like the way guys play and how high they can jump and stuff. Like and people's knees would go out before, but for some reason now their Achilles is weaker than your knee or something. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's just different workouts people do or what. But it is.
I don't know
interesting.
either. I don't know the answer. I don't know if it's turf or what. It's crazy though. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know what
I'd
it
like
is.
to think you could like develop some sort of shoe or sock or something that gives you more support there.
Hmm.
Like
I wonder if wearing like high tops, would
yeah, a
help.
lot of guys are
I
wearing
don't
like the Kobe's or like the low tops. I could
Yeah.
never, when I played basketball, granted, I played like fucking 8th grade basketball or some shit, not high level, but like I could never play basketball in low tops because my ankles roll
Yeah.
like fucking marbles.
Butter.
It's insane. I mean, my
Like
ankles
marbles.
roll so
Like
fast.
marbles. That's an interesting comp. Like
I don't know. I
marbles.
was thinking
Okay.
something that rolls.
They do roll.
It was
I
stupid.
can. I can
Crazy,
prove.
scary,
I can prove
spooky.
they roll too, if you give me an opportunity.
But yeah, like high tops seem like a no-brainer for like that type of thing. Like just getting more support on like your ankle and your Achilles. I don't know,
Mhm.
but like it's obviously not that simple.
High tops used to be so popular. I feel like it's a
They
dying
did,
breed.
but yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people switch to the lows just because they're prettier. I guess I don't know.
I like high tops. I've
Excuse
always
me.
liked high tops. I mean, Jordan 1s are like my favorite shoes, and like I like the high tops way better than the low tops.
Jordan ones are cool. They're cool. Alec, you got a star or black hole of the week for us?
My star of the week. Now I know
It
you're gonna be
can't
surprised.
Mike Zarowski again or whatever his
It's
fucking
not.
name is.
It's not. It's Christian Yelich.
Okay.
MVP
Why is
Yelich
that?
is back. Past 30 games, he's batting 356, 8 homers, 30 ribbies,
Is that good?
4 steals. Last week, he had a game with 8 RBIs
In one game?
in one game.
How many
Yesterday,
hits did he have? 4?
yeah, he was 4 for 6, 8 RBIs.
Damn.
Yesterday, 3-0 count. We're down 2 runs. He's on a 3-0 count, man on first. He just gives himself the green light and yaks a 2-run bomb to tie the game. He's on fire. And I haven't seen this out of him since 2019.
Was that a
Power's
steroid
back.
year?
Yeah.
Just yeah.
But
Was it?
no, he never. You're thinking of Ryan Braun.
I thought
Ryan Braun
Yelich
was the-
also
His what?
No.
year?
did.
Yelich never did steroids.
Oh,
All right. Let's look this up.
right. No,
You
none of
can
them
look
did.
it up. I can't believe you're tainting his name like that.
Unbelievable.
The last 7 games, he's batting 483. I mean, he can't be touched right now. He's on fire.
Sounds pretty good. He plays center field, right?
He did play left field, but he had back surgery last year, so he's strictly DHing.
Oh, he's the DH. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I'm excited. You know, we pay the man
Yeah.
a good amount of money for Milwaukee, so I'm happy
Right
to
here,
see he's
2019.
doing well.
Christian Yelich suspended at 162 games for PED use.
Unbelievable.
yeah.
During his Star of the Week segment.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
I'm
year
just
he
saying.
won MVP, he got suspended 162 games.
Well, yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Brutal. Wait, so he got
I think-
suspended that many games and still won the MVP?
hmm
Was he like nuts in the playoffs or something?
Most valuable PED user. I think I got it mixed up because maybe he had a season-ending injury or like he was
Yeah.
out for a year.
The following season, he was gonna win MVP again, and he fouled a ball off his kneecap and broke it.
Holy
And
shit.
Cody Bellinger got it.
God.
Yeah.
Bellinger. Is Bellinger like what on the Rocky? No, that's
The
Chris Bryant.
Yankees.
Bellinger's on the.
The Yanks.
Oh, he's not on the Cubs. He's on the Yanks.
No,
Yeah.
he's a Yankee.
I have a bone to pick with the Yankees, by the way.
What?
Torpedo bats.
No,
Yeah, nobody talking about that anymore.
I normally never place bets, right?
No.
Yeah.
So today, they have like a 50% profit boost, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'll throw a $10 bet on
Who do
some
they
money
play?
lines. The Reds.
Oh, they got
I
fucking-
picked
they got
10 teams to
destroyed
win.
by the Reds
The
other night.
only team that lost was the Yankees. I would have won $1,800.
Hey, at least it was 5-4. I mean, it was 6-1 the first game against the Reds. So, yeah, it looks like
Can't believe it.
Stroman was starting. Yeah, that's tough.
$1,800. And the Yankees lose to the Reds? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean that's brutal.
You were gonna win 1,800.
Yeah, I bet $10 to win 18. It was a 10-leg parlay.
Holy
Everything hit
shit.
except the Yankees
That
Everything.
sucks. And they lost in
That's-
extras.
in extra innings. Yeah,
Wow.
you can
That's
see it.
tough. That is. I'm very sorry.
Jeez.
How do you lose to the Reds? That's the last game I thought.
Well, Austin Wells goes 0 for 4. Paul Goldschmidt goes 0 for 5. Bellinger 1 for 5, Judge 1 for 5, Ben Rice 1 for 5.
Why isn't Judge
Grisham
hitting
0
home
for
runs every
4.
other day like he was?
I mean, when he
Like Cal
hits,
Riley getting
he
his
hits
head?
home runs, but he doesn't always hit.
Have you? And I have another
really
star
like
of the
Trent
week.
Grisham.
Yeah, ex-Brewer legend.
He's just the mustache, just the vibes.
Since
Absolutely.
we're on the topic of Trent Grisham, let me show you something. Hold on real quick.
Oh, Chisholm got ejected too? Wow. That's a tough game for the Yankees. It's like, I just like rooting for the Yankees because it's always entertaining. Like,
Here you go.
I don't know why. There's always drama with the
I
New
mean,
York
you're
sports.
always gonna have Nick.
Yeah.
Alright, you tuned.
Am
I believe this is the 2022 playoffs. The NL wildcard game.
Oh, I think I've seen this clip.
One Soto up to bat.
I was gonna say,
Hater
that's
on the bump.
Soto.
Bases loaded. Trent Grisham's in right field.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, good God.
Is it a triple?
That's
And
what
then he's
you're
gonna get
pulling
up.
up for Trent Grisham, really? This is the clip you remember?
That's what I know Trent Grisham for.
He's
We
been
traded
really
him.
good defensively for the Yankees.
Yeah,
He's
he
like one
has,
of the best
hasn't he?
defensive
He won a Gold
players.
Glove too, didn't he?
Yeah,
Weird.
he plays center,
That's weird.
I think. I mean,
Anyway,
yeah,
I just
That's
wanted to-
weird.
that actually really surprised me because, like, Trent Grisham, one of the best things about his game is the defensive side of it. That's hilarious.
Have you seen how he holds the bat? He's the
so
only one I've
good.
ever seen. He has it. He holds it like a golf club.
He doesn't wear
puts his
batting
thumbs on
gloves
it.
either.
Yeah, and he puts his thumbs like that on the bat.
I never noticed that.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
mean, he
Yeah,
was
Black
good
Hole.
for the Brewers until that very moment. And we traded him in the offseason because we lost the game and lost in the playoffs.
Well, thanks.
Because of that.
Are we doing black holes, or you want to do your star, Burge?
My black hole and my star are conjoined.
Okay, well, what?
My
Conjoined.
star of the week is a little thing called a blasphemous blade. Shout out to that little barbed wire toothpick.
You're gonna
And
need
it's
to give some
conjoined.
context for Alec.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So a blasphemous blade is a sworded Elded ring.
It's a great
with-
sword. It's not just a regular sword.
The great sworded Elded ring with the inherent ash of war of, I don't know, lava fucking blast. So when
It is not.
and it
lava.
hits, you go.
You guys are such
And when it
fucking
hits the
nerds.
ground, a bunch of fire comes out and goes and engulfs your target, right?
It's blood, but okay.
Same shit. Blood.
Get it right, Burge. You don't even
eh,
know.
same shit.
I
Same
think
shit, same
it might
shit.
be fire. I could be wrong.
Because flame grant me strength buffs it. Even
One of the
more,
best
so.
weapons in the game, though, by far.
And the
Elden
reason
It is
That
fire. I
it
was
is-
mistaken.
It's Elden Ring, right?
That's correct.
Elden Ring, yes, it's conjoined with my black hole because my black hole of the week is a little bitch named Melania. Where the fuck that girl's name is? Fuck her. That fight is stupid. The fact that
Yeah.
anyone will sit there and say, you know what, I think it would be really cool if I just fought this person fair and square because I'll feel so good about bashing my head against a wall for hours on end a million times over because this boss is just such fucking bullshit.
I mean, imagine
design
being
of it-
the let me solo her guy.
Yeah, fuck that.
So you had to cheat.
Dash. Oh yeah. So the blast. So, okay.
So,
So
yeah,
I'm
the
sitting there.
blasphemous blade like heals you a little bit when you hit an enemy with it. Also,
But it also, you can just attack from range. The bitch staggers a little bit. She's weak to fire. And then you put up your mimic tier, which is just a copy of yourself. And buddy, I mean, I'm just saying, Sunday night I sat there fighting Lania for like 2 hours probably. And then Monday night I sat there for another hour and a half, and I'm trying everything. I'm going crazy. I'm taking my clothes off in game, not in real life. I'm just like,
And
I'll
in
just
real
go in
life?
and two-hand this shit just naked because fuck it, why not? I'm trying to throw fucking sleep pots. I'm looking for anything. I say, you know
You
what?
two-handed yourself while naked?
I did.
so
I
for
did.
context for everyone that has no idea what he's talking about, this boss is like a female boss that's really fast. Her sword is like her arm. So that's like the thing. It's like a prosthetic arm that's a sword that she has, and it has this attack that basically like it looks like she's swinging her sword, but it's just a flash of like a circle around her, like an orb around her of slashes. And if you get touched by any of those, it'll hit you for a bunch of damage. And then she like
Then you
moves
try to
really
roll away.
fast,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll track you, and like you have to dodge like frame perfect like 3 times in a row to dodge that attack. This is all before she enters the second phase where she can Scarlet Rot you, which if you don't know what Scarlet Rot is, imagine like poison in a game where you get poisoned and your health starts ticking
Except
over
it's
time,
worse.
except it's like double the damage of poison. So it's
Dude,
real
dude.
fast.
And you're forgetting the really important part where every time she hits you, she also heals. Even if you block it, she heals.
Yeah. Also, best part
Um,
about it, she's completely optional in an area that's really difficult to even get to. So you have to find
but
like a hidden area and then clear this whole place, and there's like all these little tree branches you have to run up and just to get to this hard ass boss.
like Alec, you've
Is
heard of
she hot?
Melania, right?
She's pretty hot.
Nah. Have
I
you heard of Melania? Because
I
she's
feel like
like,
I've seen the boss before when you were
I thought
describing
she was
her.
the final boss of the whole game because like every stream and every person who does like that's like the big fight, I guess.
I mean,
Like
in
I've
a
never.
way, like a lot of times she's the last boss that people will fight in a playthrough, but you do not have to fight her at all in your run to like beat the game.
Bro,
What
I
do you
literally
get
never even
for beating her?
You get like her remembrance, which you
kudos.
can get her weapon
Oh,
if you're
dude,
a
I
dex
trust.
build.
I bought her entire gear set. I
Yeah, her
can't even use
armor
the
set.
sword. But I just bought the entire armor and put it on like I'm wearing the carcass of an enemy that I felled. Because fuck that bitch so much. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. There's that, that one fucking attack in phase 2 where she sends out her fucking shadows that
Yeah,
nearly
clones herself
undodgeable.
basically. Yeah, my favorite's the giant, which turns to a giant flower, and that'll Scarlet Rot you if you get hit by the giant AOE of it. But Alec, there's a legendary guy. If we're talking about Melania and you don't know, I gotta bring up the Let Me Solo Her guy, because there's this guy who's like a super elite gamer, and he
Mhm.
literally became famous for like, so in Souls games or in Elden Ring there's a multiplayer function where you can put your sign on the ground, your summon sign, and it appears in other people's worlds, and if they touch it you can summon a phantom, like another player, to help you
Mhm.
fight a boss. And so this guy basically for like weeks or months like just kept putting his summon sign down in front of Melania to help random
Mhm.
people, and his name, like his character's name in the game, was Let Me Solo Her, like all one word.
Mhm.
And he would literally just solo Melania for you, like you don't have to do anything, you just stand there, and he has like 2 katanas, and he wears no armor except this jar on his head. So it's like a cosplay thing that like, and like this guy literally, if you type in Let Me Solo Her, like he won Gamer of the Year from PC Gamer, like everybody knows this guy as
Mhm.
like, an absolute legend because like God knows how many people that couldn't beat this boss. He was like, I got you, and just does it for you. So like
Yeah,
that's one of the cooler stories of like the community and like how this guy like he literally became famous for putting his sign down over and over.
Mm-hmm.
he's not even like a streamer or anything. Like I just looked it up. There's no like original videos of him.
Yeah. It'll be like other
but
people
no.
recording their game and he's the Phantom, but like it's not like he's doing it for like money or clout or anything. It's just because he's like, yeah, I just want to fight Melania over and over and over. Like it's like the dude's nuts.
I think that he did the opposite reaction of me to where now I'm like, oh, I'll never ever in my life fight that bitch again. But he, on the other hand, I think got beat so many times that he said, you know what, that I'm dedicating my life to just fucking her up over and over and over and over. Oh god. So yeah, that's my fucking
I took that
black hole of the week. The best part about it though is I knew I was locked in until I defeated the Elden Beast and Melania, and I feel like my life just like opened up a little bit now that it's done. I'm like I can do so many things with my life now.
I couldn't believe you never beat it. I remember. I mean, we played it like years ago and stuff, but I remember when I learned you hadn't beaten it. I was like, what? You got so close?
Because I'd sit there and go, I'd say it's so hard. It makes me so sad when I play the game.
It must have been hard, difficult. Even harder though.
It does sound like you.
Because like it's one thing when you've been playing through the whole playthrough and you're like getting easier and harder bosses, but you just jumped into like fucking mountaintop of the giants and you're like, I'm gonna come back and try it. So yeah, I'm sure it was like a learning curve again.
It really wasn't like the only thing, because like dodging shit, I mean, that's pretty simple. And I was just doing a full strength, like colossal greatsword. So like anyone who wasn't a boss, I would just swing my thing and then you'd go, oh, and stagger over. And then I'd just swing again. And then you go, oh, and stagger over.
Wait, what would you go like?
Oh, and then, or no, I'd hit them and then they go, oh. And they stagger. But yeah, the bosses, Fire Giant was a bitch. Armor Hurrah, easy. First tried that shit.
Are you talking about
Godskin? Yeah. Easy fight.
Who?
Ragadan though, not too bad.
God, I hate Ragadan.
Yeah, Radagon. Yeah,
it's kind of a bitch. Elden Beast though, that one felt very good to beat. No cheese, just straight.
Yeah, there's not a great way to cheese that fucking thing. It's so annoying.
Alec, have you ever played any of the Souls games?
No.
It's too hard.
I was thinking of asking you this earlier, and then I was like, no, Alec wouldn't play because there's no ball and there's no guns. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah, no ball, no guns, no bat.
I think there's a cannon you can use in Elden
Ring. There might be a bat.
Does that count as a gun? Cannon?
Does that count?
It's a cannon. I mean, it's a legit cannon.
How's your journey to top 500 MLB The Show?
It's going well. You know, I have my ups and downs. Now that I'm at Hall of Fame difficulty playing against people, the ball is moving so fast. You have to just guess most of the time. I was gonna
say you got to be just guessing half the pitches.
And then when I pitch against some players are just so good at hitting. I don't know how it's even possible. They can. I don't know how they're so good. But you have to just pitch out of your ass. You have to score at least like 5 runs to win. It's just tough. It's tough.
And you find that
I have
enjoyable?
A good record still. I do. I mean, it turns you on when you get that perfect home run. You know, it feels so good.
I've only had it happen like one time, but hitting a home run and seeing someone disconnect from the game is like the greatest feeling of all time. Like when you just hit a home run to go up by like 3 or 4 or whatever, and they just quit. Yeah. You're like,
Yeah. But the worst part is, and they haven't fixed this since MLB The Show like 18, when you get XP for home runs, and as soon as you hit that home run and they leave, you don't even get
You
the
don't
XP,
get that.
you don't get the
Yeah.
RBIs, nothing, and it's like, come on,
Yeah.
like fix that. Just let the home run go over the fence and then end the game.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
that's dumb. Do
You
have
don't even
a-
get any battle points for it.
I mean, what's the point if there's no battle points? Do you have a black hole this week or no? My black hole's
New York
kind of related
Yankees.
to. Oh, I mean, yeah, that. You can't blame. I can't blame you for that one.
Yeah,
To blow on the
$1,800.
bet.
Unreal.
We would have all been eating steak dinners for a while.
Steak and
well,
lobster.
I have a
dinner.
pretty passionate black hole. It relates to my star of the week because my star was Big C's and the Florida Panthers. And so, for my black hole, I just want to say Don Sweeney, the GM of the Boston Bruins. I want to look straight into the camera for this one and just as clearly as I can just say, go fuck yourself. Fuck
Oh.
you.
Oh,
Why would you trade your captain to the Florida Panthers for one draft pick? You pathetic
so he could go get a
fucking
championship.
loser. I hate you. I hope the Bruins lose for 20 years and never make the fucking playoffs because you're a fucking moron. So that's my black hole. I wanted to say it directly to Don Sweeney. I know he's listening. So yeah, the Boston Bruins traded Brad Marchand to the Panthers at the deadline, and they got a conditional first-round pick in return for their
What's a
captain.
Come up
Conditional
big.
So that
Come
means
up
that a
big.
condition has to be met for it to be a first-round pick. Otherwise, it would have been a second-round pick.
What's the condition?
Was the
Something
condition
like,
that-
oh, the Panthers win the cup and are fucking good. So they
So it is
basically
going to be a
bet
first-round
on.
pick.
Yeah, it's going to be a first-round pick because the Bruins bet on the Panthers being good after they traded their captain to them. And
Are they
also, the
in-
Panthers
in
are
the
in the
same-
same division. Yep. So if the Bruins would have miraculously made the playoffs, they would have lost to their own fucking captain. I
Right,
hate
that's
you, Don
crazy.
Sweeney. You're a fucking idiot. I should have your job. Dead ass.
I don't
would
think
do
I've
it
ever
better.
heard of that in sports ever.
Also, I
Trading
wanted.
to a division rival.
Oh,
like
it's
that,
it's
your
insane.
captain.
I mean, the Bruins fans. I mean, the Panthers knocked the Bruins out of the playoffs the year before. It's not like it's not like they're like huge rivals or anything. Like it's not like Boston and the Yankees or something. But it's like the Bruins fans hate the Panthers before the trade happened. They have every reason to hate the Panthers, and now it's like, oh, hey, that guy that you love, that you've had his jersey for 10 years, and he won a cup here and everything. Yeah, we're shipping him to Florida, and then you see him be like, yeah. Brad Marchand on his Instagram story took a picture of every one of his teammates and tagged the team that traded them to the Panthers and just said thanks at whatever team. It was crazy. I mean, yeah. But I also have like a secondary I wanted to say. Evander Kane gets a small black hole because he's a little bitch. Evander Kane plays for the Oilers. He took a bunch of bad penalties throughout the Stanley Cup final and the playoffs and everything, which, like, okay, whatever. Everyone takes bad penalties. Some of them are really egregious, though. Like, you can't. It's bad. Like, you're screwing your team over. So then the Oilers lose in Game 6. Evander Kane goes down the tunnel, doesn't come out for the handshake line, doesn't shake anyone's hand, basically is pee-pee poo-poo whiner bitch about it. So shout out to Evander Kane. You get a black hole as well. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking here, and this seems to happen a lot in hockey. Trading their captain to a division rival.
Oh, who
Obviously,
else is
most
that?
notably Brad Marchand.
That's got
Dion Phaneuf in
Dion
2016.
Phaneuf. I mean, yeah, Phaneuf wasn't like a skilled player though. He was like a big boy, like defenseman that would smash people, and that was almost 10 years ago.
Jacob Trouba, New York Rangers. The Anaheim
All right.
Ducks.
Trouba. Okay. All right.
Coming for his boy.
Look, Truba, when they named him captain, it was a questionable thing. They named him captain because he really wanted to play for the Rangers, and he's a Rangers fan growing up and everything, hometown guy. He's very emotionless player, not who I would want as my captain. And when they traded him, my thought was there were rumors he was going to get traded for like a whole year.
Mhm.
And he made $8 million on the salary cap, which I love. I loved Jacob Trouba as a player. He would absolutely destroy people. He'd get the chicken wing elbow up, and they wouldn't call him for elbowing because he's Jacob Trouba, and I loved it. But like, he was not worth $5 million, let alone $8 million. So like,
Mhm.
that was the problem. It wasn't like, oh, we hated the player and we just had to get rid of him because he's Rafael Devers and he disagrees with the GM or whatever. It was just a thing of like he's too overpaid
Mhm.
for what the Rangers are trying to. They're trying to win now, and you're not going to be able to sign anybody when you have an $8 million defenseman on your third pair or second pair. So. Yeah. Yes, that is hilarious, though, because you're like, who trades their captain? I mean, I totally didn't even think about that, but...
And the last one on here is Ron. I don't know what year this is. I'm pretty sure Ron Francis is old.
Oh, that's in, like, the 90s, I think.
Hartford Whalers are not even a team, right?
Yep. No, they're the Hurricanes.
Traded to the Penguins.
Yeah.
There's no... Like, MLB, it says Spike Owen was traded to the Red Sox. That was in 1986. So in hockey, like, this happens frequently.
It would be like,
it seems like,
if like Derek Jeter got traded to the Red Sox in his prime.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not in his prime, but like towards the end of his career when he's up for his last contract. Like, it
just doesn't happen.
Don Sweeney, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're a moron.
It's actually crazy.
I literally hope the Bruins are bad for 10 years because of this trade. Like, they handed Florida one of the best players for...
How old is Marchand?
He's 37.
Okay.
So he is older. Like, I get why they don't want to re-sign him or whatever, or he wanted to bag. I mean, he's never gotten paid what he's worth. He was on a $6.3 million deal for like 8 years, and he was worth way more than that as their captain. And he wanted more money, and they didn't want to pay him, and so they got rid of him. But it's like, dude, send him out west, or send him to not Florida. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, it drives me nuts.
Do we maybe want to show Alec the video?
I was gonna end with a bang because we do have a video to show you, Alec, because you've never seen the legendary Good Morning Julia video.
Good morning, Julia.
All right.
It's me, Joe.
Here we go.
We'll watch it in full. No quoting, no nothing.
I was going to say, I'm going to mute my mic because I can't watch this without doing the whole thing. Because it's ingrained into my brain. Like, I can basically recite everything that this guy's going to say. But for context, this guy sent this video to Julia, who he met the day before, and they didn't go on a date. They didn't like meet at a, like go on a date or romantically or whatever. He literally walked up to her in the parking lot of her gym after she was working out and was like, "Hey, Julia." And she was like, how do you know my name? And she's like, "I saw your name on the list thing in there." And like
so he was stalking her.
So they met for like 30 seconds or something, and she like gave him her phone number. Like he put his phone number in her phone and texted him or whatever. So like she didn't really want to give him her phone number, but she did because she felt bad. And then the next morning she wakes up and this is the video that she got. So just for context.
Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Just wanted to say hi.
Oh shit!
Wish you a great day.
Yep, I'm
Tell you
muting.
that meeting you yesterday.
Okay.
And getting a look at you was probably one of the greatest moments of my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say please. I missed the best part.
Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Just wanted to say hi. Wish you a great day. Tell you that meeting you yesterday and getting a look at you was probably one of the greatest moments of my life. You were so beautiful. You don't know how beautiful you are to me. I mean, just, you're gorgeous. You're precious. And, but it's been sitting in my mind when you said to me you want to go back with your ex-boyfriend. Please erase him from your memory. Don't ever go back in the past. I know, because I've been there. And I understand when, you know, you're trying to find somebody and you go on dates and nothing compares to your ex. But there is that better person out there. And Julia, I promise you it is me. I will love you like you've never been loved before. I will cherish you. I'll make you feel like a woman, a real woman. And believe me, after you experience me, you won't even know who your ex-boyfriend is. So, open up your heart to me in your arms. Let's go full throttle. I could see me falling in love with you. I don't know, I just looked in your eyes and I just melt. Anyhow, I'm heading off to work. This is my cute little home. Everything you see behind me, I built everything. Every square inch, from crown molding to chair rail, to floors, to lighting, to plumbing, doors, windows. So this is the type of guy you're getting. I'm a very handy guy, and I'd love to build you whatever you want. You're a sweetheart. So I hope this video doesn't scare you, but that's how I feel. I just want you to know that. Okay? And I look forward going out to dinner with you. So let's make it happen. Mwah. Ciao, baby.
So that's the Good Morning Julia video. It's one of the.
It's so.
I just want to say that the first time I saw that video was probably one of the greatest moments of my life.
Getting a look at you.
Let's just go full throttle. That part I completely forgot about. Full throttle.
Let's go full throttle. I
From
can
the
see me
crown
falling in love with you.
moldings.
So obviously he didn't get his date with Julia because she posted it online.
No. No.
I
They
don't think
like
so.
this blew up on Your Mom's House, the podcast with Tom Segura, and they actually like called Julia and like had her explain the whole situation and everything. It was so funny. There's another video that he sent to her, I think, that they played, and it's like the same. It's like, oh my god, it's so cringe. They're so bad. But that one is like legendary. There's been like a bunch of people that have like redone the video like in their own way, like making fun of the guy. It's so good. Open up
Bro
your heart
has.
to me in your arms. Let's go
Let
full
me just
throttle.
say, Bro has a very, very fully grown out goatee. Like, even just every square inch around his mouth was
Just
furry.
like
That-
just
that's
like
the-
his house, every square inch.
From crown molding to chair rail. I mean, that's you could say
Lighting,
it's the goat
flowing.
of goatees.
Good.
The
You could,
goatee.
and serenading videos to send to people you just have met. He's probably the goat of that as well. Probably.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, like that guy, the try it out guy, lots of legendary YMH clips that we can show Alec over the course of the podcast that I'm sure he's
Oh, dude,
never been introduced to.
Good morning, Julia.
he's got to meet God, what the fuck is?
So yeah, like I always say shit to my wife, like I'll be like, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're precious. She's like, shut up. I'm like, you don't know how beautiful you are to me.
I do have a
That's great. I'm glad I saw that.
a short of the week. I can get logged in.
Cracker of the
I
week.
saved it on my Twitter.
Wait, 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 wait.
All right.
I mean,
Let
yes,
me-
the Big C's video and that video was really all I had for videos this week. I love the video of Big C's just getting champagne boarded though. I mean, the vibes at the club have got to
Right.
be absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, bro, that's a good moment for him. Probably forever. All right, we locked in.
What's the context?
Nothing. Just a
No
funny video I
context.
found on Twitter today that made me laugh.
Oh boy.
So these are fish people, and
Can you hear it loud enough?
These are
Do I need
fish
to-
people. You can turn it up a little bit, if you can.
Apparently I cannot.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I can hear it.
Sorry about that.
so these are fish people, and they're in Aqualand, obviously. So the whole thing's covered in water. Well, this kid is stuck in a tree with his dog, so they take this boom thing up, and they get the dog, and they save the kid. But the kid swims over, not touching the tree.
Yeah,
to
just
the dude in the
swim
boom
down.
truck. They bring the boom truck down, and fire trucks are like 8 feet tall, so this is like an 8-foot drop here. He swims down the boom truck! Swim down from the tree! This makes no sense!
I just love the way he swims down from the boom truck. Swim down from the tree.
That was pretty good.
I mean, yeah,
I got-
that's so fake. You know, it's obviously not accurate. So I understand his frustration.
Yeah, no. My other short of the week. This is not a cracker of the week because this is just a scripted video, but this is a short that I've watched maybe every day of my life. You guys have probably all seen it. Do we got sound check?
Probably The Shining.
Yep.
Okay,
Nice.
500 Days of Summer, which
That's
is
a good
cheesy,
pick,
but
too.
it's very good.
Very good. Mine's
I like Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, easily my favorite.
I don't think I've heard of that one. What was it called?
Oh, I thought you were fucking with me. No, it's like it's a movie that does like a lot of experimental work about like mortality, and it kind of clashes a couple genres together. Do you like any films? Okay,
I love movies.
it influenced that movie that you like. What movie do you like? You like Inside Out?
Yeah, it's a good
Well,
one.
I like the movie about anxiety. My favorite movie is Sonic 3.
My favorite movie is Jaws.
I like the movie with the big shark because it's got the big teeth.
Jaws is like people say it's a great movie.
It's just such like it's such a NPC pick.
A lot of people like Jaws. Oh my god.
I like the fish on the movie.
I like the fish on the movie. The best part is just the very end. Well,
All right, since we're doing
Allocate-
YouTube shorts, I have one because I found this short. This guy like does these shorts of the show from the 90s, and it's called Decorating Scents, but it's like scents like CENTS, like because the whole
Mhm.
concept is like they decorate your home on a budget. And the shit that they do to these people's houses. Like, if I came home and my house looked like this, I would be fucking furious. But just watch. It's fucking, like, I don't understand how they think they're actually helping.
Basically been cringe binging this show, Decorating Scents from the 90s, where they redecorate a room on a budget. And these girls do heinous shit. Like, here they took random rug samples and they're taping them together to make one big rug.
Oh.
This one,
Big
the host,
rug.
Joan and her
Big
husband
rug.
and Peggy redo this little girl's room.
The rag technique creates a blended
Oh
watercolor
my! She is
effect, which makes for a
freehanding
softer
stripes with
So
a
they're
dish
like, let's not
towel.
use paintbrushes. Let's use a
No.
dish
Came up
rag.
with a fun idea for a border. After tracing the triangle,
Oh, hell no.
painted them a contrasting
Oh my god,
green
this poor
called
girl.
chartreuse.
I hope she's
Let's
blind.
use Joker
for her
colors.
sake. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna be sick.
We didn't use a paintbrush, and we used our hands, and it reminded me of finger paints. Yeah.
Okay, what are they on?
Jesus.
I need to know. There is
Christ.
no way these divas are sober. But this tablescape they're about to make, you are not ready for this.
Like, it looks
We wrapped
fine
sheer
before they
netting
do
around the
anything
chandelier,
to it.
enveloping it to cut the harsh light of the bare bulbs.
Nothing says luxury like a mosquito net around your chandelier.
This really is beautiful. It
That
adds
doesn't look
like
as bad.
romantic elegance to the room, but I'm a little worried about fabrics on lit bulbs. Is that something you think I should be worried about? Well, I don't think it's too much of a concern as long as you're careful to use as close to non-flammable fabric as you can find.
Non-flammable
And then never
fabric.
leave anything like this untended, just as you would with candles. Good advice.
What do you mean as close
Just
to
as you
not
would with
flammable? So you're saying there's a chance?
Next, we scattered clumps of real moss around to begin our garden effect.
Yeah, moss.
Then we tucked blue and white covered soup tureens into the moss. Into the china, moss, and more lemons. And more moss around the daffodils.
Why?
Now
And in the moss,
resistance.
lemons, of course.
Beautiful fresh flowers tucked into florists' oases.
Yeah,
The
the
fuck
floral
is
foam
that?
box really takes it home, nailing the effect. Who would ever want to sit at this table? Where all you can see
It
and
looks
smell
so
is
much
moss.
worse
the dead
than
leaves.
before.
Great touch. It'll make for a perfect kindling when your chandelier tutu is set on fire.
Oh,
That was
and the
in-
Angel Reese. The Angel Reese shorts are a never-ending
We set
gift.
the world record for the most bangs in the comments with 8,000! 8,000! Bang!
One.
More! Feed me more! She's drunk! Give her a breathalyzer! Bang! 7 turnovers last night. None more powerful than this one. One for the Hail Mary outlet! Reese! Bang! Put that backboard there, bruh. Can't tell you how many layups I've seen her miss, but I still can't tell if she's right-handed or left-handed. Scoopity pop! Bang, bang, bang! Head to your local McDonald's, get the Ronald McDonald Angel Reese special. You buy one miss, you get another one too. Call it the BOGO bang.
I mean, it was a good step through Europe.
Yeah.
I can feel your rebounds, am I right?
Me bounds.
What I love about this league, it doesn't matter if you're short, fat, tall, skinny. Anybody can block Angel Reese's shot. So proud of Angel
And
Reese.
it went out on her.
DEI actively involved, letting anybody and everyone have equal opportunity to block her shot.
I mean, it's just I have so many Angel Reese ones. They never stop. Honestly, I could go on for hours, but I won't.
What?
But I won't.
What did Angel Reese do to you?
Oh, she's just padding the stats out there. Bang!
What did she do to you?
Angel Reese, part 47. Let's get it.
Well, Alec, do you have any videos?
See
Anything?
here.
But yeah, you got to get on the Angel Reese algorithm. It's incredible. Every day there's another video of like just the most trash shot, or her getting her own rebound 3 times in a row on layups. I saw something where she shoots like 37% from the field. All she shoots is layups. How are you 37%? But yeah, she should be the MVP, I think. I don't know why people talk about Caitlin Clark all the time. I mean, it's really just Angel. That's why people watch.
Did she like fart on you in a gas station somewhere or something? Like, what?
No, dude,
What?
I love the content. I'm
Okay.
here for it.
Alec, how much buffer time do you need?
Oh, go ahead. I need some buffer time.
More Angel
Night Rain.
Reese?
Night Rain is a game. Talk a little bit about Night Rain.
Yeah, Night Rain's
Huh?
legit. I beat the Night Lord for the first time and got some cool shit, and I want to play so much more.
Well, I was happy for you that I heard that. I was also like, I've been cheated on, you know. I did have a feeling like that when I heard the news. So how does it feel that you have to go back now and fight the first boss again?
Oh, I don't care. I'll do it again. I'll do it over and over.
Possibly. So did Drew, did he come yet and say, oh my god, I'm going to buy another copy?
I'm pretty sure he's going to buy a copy. I don't know if he came. That'd be pretty gay. But I do think he's going to buy a copy.
I was saying, came to the conclusion that what are you talking about?
Oh. No, I thought you meant like come.
I'm gonna come.
All right, if you guys insist, I'll pull up more Angel Reese.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
This is just me bounds. This one's just all our me bounds. If you don't know what a me bound is, it's like a rebound, except it's your own shot.
Wait, did you say rebounds? No, I said rebounds! Bang! Another one! Bang! Did the Lord's work. I went back and watched every single Angel Reese me-bound this year. 6 games to start the season. She's already got 17! Low-key, she was got it right. I purchased WNBA League Pass.
Oh my.
The me-bound merchant, go to work!
Oh my.
$35 for the entire year. Free plug. WNBA, you're welcome. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Nobody, and I mean nobody, rebounds their own misses better than Angel Reese. How about it? Bang! Wide open. Bang! Did you know she leads the WNBA in getting her shot blocked? 18 times in 6 games. My math says that's 3 times per game. Bang! Did you say 3? You know what else is 3 words? Butterpecan! Butterpecan! She's only got 2 blocks on defense. So every time she blocks a shot, she's getting her shot blocked in return 9 times.
Numbers real quick.
Not great, Bob. Bang! Lisa Leslie was helping her with her layups. Guess not. Bang! Are we watching professional basketball, or are we watching little Timmy trying to score on his big brother? Bang! That commercial? Nothing but net. Nothing but bang! How about anything but net? Literally, the net never moves. Smelly thing out of here. Send it back! She's made more shots from the free throw line than she has on the floor. What? Bang!
Bang!
Angel Reese!
All right, I got one.
All right, good. The Angel Reese is never gonna end. There's too many.
Right, I don't know if you guys know who Rick Glassman is,
I
but
love.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm a fan of his.
You didn't replenish.
You replenish. There's one thing I taught you. So
Well,
we
I
replenish.
think it's a microcosm of more serious things.
Right, ready?
This is. I feel silly doing this. There's a rumor going around now that I'm able to beat up lots of really big, strong guys, and I'm really fast, and I could jump over really high fences and stuff with one jump. I don't even need a running start. I just want to say we don't need to talk about that. Those things don't matter. It doesn't matter, and it's none of your business. And if I'm able to beat Marines in arm wrestling, then that's not something that everybody needs to be talking to other people about. Just kind of leave it alone. Yes, I could dunk on an 11-foot basketball hoop. No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, Ricky. Ricky.
And then there's this one.
You know what you're
He's gonna make a flying joke.
But this gonna fuck a whole bunch of chicks and break his arm or something?
I've seen the one where he goes on stage and he's got headphones on and he's like, "How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, good. That's good." And he has a full minute monologue, and then he's like, "All right, I gotta go. I'm on stage right now." And he takes his headphones off like he's on the phone.
I think.
Yeah,
he's a pretty
I've
funny
seen it.
guy. All right, I guess we could watch this one.
The
I don't know what it
Roy
is,
Stupon
but
approach.
it's Roy Stupon.
All right, I'll sell
It's
it
gotta
to
be
you
good.
for 10 grand.
No deal.
No deal? All right, guys, no deal on the final offer, which means our back's against the wall and we have to use a DuPont ultimatum. I haven't had a drink in 14 years, so you made me feel pretty powerless right there. So I think I'm just gonna relapse in front of you. Last time I had a tequila soda, I was found in the net under the Golden Gate Bridge. Time before that, I tried to kill a room full of people. So, bottoms up. See you now, asshole.
I'll take the deal.
Okay, for 10 grand?
Yeah.
Done. You know what?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Don't get me wrong. I have.
There you go.
Oh, we love the DuPont approach. That we do. All right, do we got anything else in the tank?
I just want to say
tight.
before we go that I've sort of embraced this new philosophy in my life, and I wanted to let you guys know, if you just split your day up into 3 separate days, right? So you have one day, and it starts from 6 a.m. to 12. That's one day. you get another day from 12 to 6, and then your third day is from 6 to
Wait,
12.
wait,
You're already
you
beat.
If you stack
You
that
forgot.
up over months, I'm kicking your butt.
Stack it up over a year. I'm waiting.
You're toast.
Stack it over 5 years. I'm living a completely different
I'm living
life.
a completely different life. And
you
I'm not
forgot the
crazy.
best part.
You're crazy for thinking that it takes 24 hours like it
24
did a
hours.
caveman 300 years ago. You idiot.
Forgot the best part. Day 2, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. And he does somehow a one-handed clap. Like, it
You know
makes
how he
the
learned
sound of
that?
a
Because he's
clap.
just got more time than you. He's tripling your life.
And I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
You're crazy. Oh, it's so fucking good. So that's our
So yeah,
that's our parting
I just wanted
advice
to take. I
for
just
the
wanted to
audience.
let you guys know that something to think about on your
Yep.
your next week ahead of you. And if you don't think about it, you're a beta. So
Yep.
If you're not thinking about that, you're toast.
what are you even doing with your life?
You're toast. You're toast.
I'm kicking your butt.
Fuck.
All right, I'm stopping the record thing.
Hey,
All right,
see you
well, this
around.
was episode 7 of the Wax Stick Podcast. Hey, if you're watching this, you're awesome, and you should click like and click subscribe and tell all your friends how cool our podcast
Agreed.
is.
Agreed.
The bot already left.
Well, the bot isn't even the primary.
We're screwed. All right, later, nerds.
Rolling.